Last night, the WNBA lit up with fire and fury as the Indiana Fever clashed with the Connecticut Sun in a game that had everything: power moves, clutch threes, defensive lockdowns, and a fourth-quarter showdown you won't believe. If you thought the Fever were going to roll over, think again. Caitlin Clark came ready, but so did DeWanna Bonner and the Sun. So sit back and get ready for all the full game highlights from this electric July 15th, 2025 matchup that had fans on their feet and social media going wild. Let's dive into every major moment, every highlight play, and break down what this game means for the 2025 WNBA season. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, we bring you full highlight breakdowns, commentary, and reactions to every major WNBA game, and this one was a can't-miss battle. The Indiana Fever are trying to build momentum mid-season, while the Connecticut Sun are chasing that top seed. This was more than a regular game. It was a statement night. Let's walk through it from tip-off to final buzzer. From the opening tip, the Fever came out aggressive, pushing pace and trying to catch the Sun off balance. Caitlin Clark wasted no time, knocking down a deep three in the first minute that sent a clear message: she's back. But the Connecticut Sun, led by Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner, weren't going to let Indiana get comfortable. They clamped down on defense and scored with efficiency in the paint. The Fever had a few sloppy possessions early, resulting in quick Sun buckets. But every time the Sun looked like they might pull away, Nalissa Smith answered back, attacking the rim and drawing fouls. The first quarter ended tight, 22-20 in favor of Connecticut, but the tempo was intense and fans could tell this game was headed for something special. The second quarter saw some beautiful ball movement from both squads. The Connecticut Sun went on a quick 6-0 run thanks to Tyasha Harris and a mid-range jumper from DeWanna Carrington. But Indiana adjusted, bringing in Kelsey Mitchell, who caught fire from mid-range and beyond. The Fever's bench energy turned the tide, briefly giving them a 5-point lead. Caitlin Clark showed off more than just shooting. Her court vision was elite, finding Boston under the rim for 2 clean layups. But fouls piled up for the Fever, giving the Sun a chance to regroup and close the gap. Halftime came with the Sun leading 44-41, but the Fever had clearly found their rhythm, and Clark was heating up. Coming out of halftime, the intensity skyrocketed. The Fever went straight to Aliyah Boston, who established her dominance in the post. Her footwork, her positioning, it was all textbook. She scored 6 points in the first 3 minutes of the half and picked up a massive block on Thomas that sent the crowd into a frenzy. Caitlin Clark continued her offensive tear, hitting back-to-back step-back threes. But the Sun stayed composed. DeWanna Bonner responded with a three of her own and forced a turnover that led to a fast break finish. The third quarter was all about momentum swings, and both teams threw haymakers. The Fever ended the quarter on a 7-2 run, with Kelsey Mitchell sinking a buzzer-beater jumper to give Indiana a 65-63 lead heading into the final 10 minutes. Everything came down to execution. Both teams were locked in defensively, and every bucket was contested. The Sun looked to take control early with Bonner hitting a tough jumper and Thomas grabbing a huge offensive rebound that led to second-chance points. But then came Clark's moment. With the Fever down by 4, she drove to the lane, took the contact, and converted the and one. The very next possession, she stole the ball at midcourt and pulled up for a transition three that put Indiana back in the lead. Boston stepped up again with back-to-back defensive stops, while Smith added a powerful and one to stretch the lead. But the Sun weren't done. Bonner hit another deep three, cutting it to 1 with under 30 seconds left. The final possession? It all came down to Caitlin Clark. With the clock winding down, she dribbled, danced, and stepped into a long-range jumper. Bang! Nothing but net. That shot sealed it, and the Fever bench exploded. Indiana Fever 88. Connecticut Sun 84. Top performers: Caitlin Clark, 28 PTS, 7 AST, 4 STL. Aliyah Boston, 17 PTS, 10 REB, 3 BLK. Kelsey Mitchell, 15 PTS. DeWanna Bonner, 24 PTS, 5 REB. Alyssa Thomas, 13 PTS, 9 REB, 6 AST. This was one of the most thrilling games of the WNBA 2025 season, and it showed how far the Indiana Fever have come. The chemistry is building, the defense is clicking, and Caitlin Clark continues to grow into a true leader. The Connecticut Sun should still feel confident. This was a tight game, and they played with grit. Bonner and Thomas continue to be one of the most reliable duos in the league. But Indiana. This game could be the turning point they needed. Clark's clutch gene is undeniable. Boston is a defensive anchor. And the Fever bench continues to deliver at the right moments. For fans, this wasn't just a good game. It was a reminder that the WNBA is thriving, and every night, there's something worth watching. If you love this game as much as we did, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more full highlight breakdowns, player analysis, and the biggest moments from the WNBA 2025 season. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was this Caitlin Clark's most clutch performance yet? See you in the next one.